Welcome to our video tutorial on implementing a 3D puzzle game in Java. In this comprehensive guide, we will walk you through the entire process of creating a 3D puzzle game, from setting up your environment to handling game mechanics. First, let's make sure you have the right tools ready for development. You'll need Java Development Kit, JDK, IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse as your IDE, and a graphics library like JavaFX or LWJGL. To set up JavaFX for our 3D project, make sure you have JavaFX dependencies included in your project. You can do this by adding the necessary libraries to your project structure. Next, let's create our main game class, which will contain the main method and set up the primary stage for our game window. In the start method, we create a primary stage where our game will be displayed. We also create a group object to hold all graphical components of our game. By default, the size of the scene is set to 800 by 600 pixels. Now let's add some 3D elements to our scene. JavaFX provides a simple way to add 3D shapes. We'll create a box that will serve as one of our puzzle pieces. We created a box object representing a puzzle piece. We also set its material to red and positioned it in the scene. You can customize the size and color as you wish. To enhance our 3D scene, let's add lighting. Lighting is essential in 3D graphics to give depth and realism. We'll add ambient and point lights to our scene. The ambient light ensures that all objects are lit evenly, while the point light simulates a light bulb effect, creating highlights and shadows, adding depth to our puzzle piece. Next, we want to introduce controls for our 3D puzzle game. We'll implement basic rotation controls to rotate the puzzle pieces using mouse movement. The mouse drag event updates the rotation of the puzzle piece based on the mouse movement. This allows players to interactively explore the 3D environment. Next, we need to implement puzzle mechanics. Let's introduce a grid where puzzle pieces can snap into place. In this puzzle piece class, we created methods to get the piece and snap the puzzle piece to the grid. This will help in managing the placement of puzzle pieces easily. Now, let's implement the snapping functionality. We'll take input on where to place the puzzle pieces and check if they are near the grid positions. We implemented a method to find the closest grid position based on the current translation of the puzzle piece. The piece is then snapped to the nearest grid cell when the player drops it. Now for a crucial aspect of puzzle games, detecting when the puzzle is complete. We need a method to check if all pieces are placed correctly. This method iterates through all puzzle pieces and checks if each piece is placed. If all are placed, it confirms the puzzle is complete. Let's move on to adding a user interface that provides feedback once the puzzle is completed. We can use a simple alert dialog to notify players. Here, we use a JavaFX alert to notify the user upon completion of the puzzle. It's a simple yet effective way to enhance user experience. Next, let's implement scene transitions when a player resets the puzzle or finishes it. This adds polish to our game and keeps the player engaged. The reset game method will reposition all puzzle pieces back to their initial coordinates, allowing the player to attempt the puzzle again. Finally, let's make our game visually appealing. You can explore textures or images to apply as materials to your puzzle pieces. Here's how you can set a texture. By applying your own textures, you can customize the look of your puzzle pieces, making the game more visually engaging and unique. To summarize, we've covered the following aspects: setting up the JavaFX environment, creating 3D puzzle pieces, adding lights, implementing controls, snapping pieces to the grid, verifying completion, creating alerts, resetting the game, and enhancing visuals with textures. With these fundamentals, you can expand your game by adding sound effects, more complex puzzles, or even multiplayer features. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more programming tutorials. Happy coding!